Hey guys, it's Cybernetic Shock here, and this is the video tutorial on making the lines fit your YouTube background to make the boxes and things that's on my background right now. I've gotten some questions on how I've done that, and instead of explaining the whole thing, I'll just give you the picture of it so that you can do it yourself and play with it and do whatever you want. Photoshop is required. This is a Photoshop format that the picture's in. So I guess we should get started. Okay, go to esnips.com. I'll put the link in the sidebar. This is the link right there. Yeah, I'll put that in the sidebar for you. This is a picture. All you have to do is just hit the download button right there. See it? And a little window should pop up. Hit save. And it'll be a Adobe Photoshop format, and as long as you have Photoshop, that's what you want. Okay, now we're gonna go and get Photoshop. There it is. And here's what it should look like when it pops up. It's purple right now, but you can do a bunch of things, and if you want to like separate them like I did in my background, background's right here. If you want to see it, like, zoom in. Oh, I zoomed in on the wrong thing. Hang on. Okay. Hang on. If you see this part right here, it separates the lines, like, to make it look more like boxes. Hang on. Okay. Yeah, there's my, little advertisement. You can do that too if you have extra space where the description box would be, you know, say who your coolest friends are or whatever, and I made a link there to my, not a link, but like a thing about my blog. And if you want to separate them, all you have to do is just find a cool picture you want to Google. And I chose like a molten lava kind of magma thing, and it's right there. Okay, here it is. Now, this is too dark. So even if I change the color, it'd still be too dark. So Control I is the invert thing, which I just did. Control U is to colorize it. So I'm gonna make it darker so it shows up a little better. Increase the contrast and change the hue to the one that matches my lines. But you can, if you're gonna change the colors, then that doesn't apply to you. Make it a little bit lighter so it's easier to see. And there it is. That's basically what my other one is. Just drop it on there. You want to move the layer so it's visible. Zoom in. Move it over so you want to make sure it fits the whole line, or else it'll look really stupid. Okay. Now wait, you want it underneath these lines so you can see where the lines are. After we move this over. Okay. Now, what you want to do is you want to move this so it's under the lines, but you can still see it. So we take the eraser, and I suggest you use a square brush. The square brush is right there. And it'll make it a whole lot easier on yourself, so you don't have to worry about it going on that flat edge of the line right there. So just start erasing it. And the beauteous thing is Photoshop has layers, so it'll only erase what the layer is selected, which right now is the purple. See, the square brush makes it so much easier. Yep, it's going along. Just make sure it's nice and even. There you have it. There's your little line. Now, if you do that for all of them, it'll look much better than that, but that's basically how you do it. So just kind of repeat that process after you fill in all the lines. And if you don't like the color and you want to match your color preference, just hit Control U and colorize it like I'm doing right now. You can just basically do whatever you want. You can purple if you want, or red, or green. Yep, and you can even make it white if you wanted to, which is kind of boring, but that's your preference. And you can't see it right now, but it's black. You can do that too, as long as the background's white, you can make it black. Yeah. So, I'm not gonna bother that. So, yeah, if you don't really like if your boxes are different sized, like this, and maybe your description goes lower, take the not the crop tool, the square selection brush, and square selection tool, and select it. And then, oops, wait a minute, I'm on the wrong layer. Hang on. Okay, now reselect it. Square brush, the square tool. Now hit the move tool and move it wherever your box ends, which may be lower, it may be higher, I don't know. And as you can see, this part down here has now left a hole where I just took the stuff out, because I had to take some of the glow. So all I have to do is hit this tool. This is the clone stamp tool. Hang on. Clone stamp tool. And hit Alt click on whatever spot you want, and then whenever you make the brush go, it'll rebrush whatever you just clicked on. So as long as you do it like nicely, it'll look pretty good. I'm kind of rushing right now, but oops, didn't want to do that. So all you have to do is just Alt click, and then it'll start drawing and refilling. It'll look much better. So I suggest if you can edit it so it fits these lines, I would. It's gonna make more trouble for you to move this stuff around. It'll take longer. So if there's anything you don't really necessarily need that's taking up space, that's messing it up, then yeah, I suggest you fix that if you want. You don't have to, but. And the boxes down there are for, oh, hang on a second. Okay, if you wanted to make text, then I'm going to use the eyedrop tool here for a minute. Click the color I wanted. Okay, now I'm going to write, nope, that's the wrong font. Okay, sorry, again. Okay, now I'm going to type this in whatever color your lines are. Like that. And then we're gonna take the move tool and, whoops, it's upside down. Okay, we're gonna take the move tool and rotate it so that it is vertical, not horizontal. Make sure it's totally perfect and not diagonal or anything. There we go. And we're gonna move it over here. Or you don't have to move it there. Move it wherever you want to put it, but this is my personal preference of where I like to put it. Make it kind of biggish, like it's bigger than the text you want, and then hit blur, filter, blur, Gaussian blur, and zoom around until you find it. And then there we go. And then move it to whatever looks good to you. I'm gonna move it to about that. Right there, that's good. And now, so it's visible, we're going to take the tool, the type tool, and make it black. Can't see it right now, but I'm typing Cybernetic Shock again. So just type your username over again, and rotate it again, so it's vertical. And then put it over your blurred text so it looks like it's glowing. Makes kind of a neat effect. You don't have to do that necessarily, but I think it looks pretty good because the lines glow. They have a glow over them. So it kind of matches the theme. Yeah, that's basically it. I'll put the link to esnips in there. This is Cybernetic Shock here, and that's all for now. Until next time. See ya!